All right, y'all. We are live on this absolutely as kind of cloudy. It's a Tuesday, a wonderful day to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, some altcoins, massive pumps. We're talking a crazy pump. It's positive, guys. It's a positive pump, a positive bicep pump, double mask, double juice, Koof Paz pump. Shout out to Jen Psaki. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. I do pray that everybody is blessed in multiple ways. We will be live momentarily, y'all. Make sure to like the video, because as usual, if we can get the stream up to 750 likes during the stream, we will be giving away 0.025 Bitcoins. No matter what I do, all I could think about are blue and purple candles VWAP too. Pull out my fib when I'm with you. Shout out to Crypto Pumpit for his juicy Ethereum trades. Let's get the likes up, y'all. FOMO into the like button. It's going to the moon like Bitcoin. We got a green dot in the daily. Money flow on the 4 hour, about to cross over the zero line. Market Cipher B. Let's go. All right, y'all. We are live. We are live on this absolutely beautiful Tuesday. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, y'all. We have lots of things to talk about. What's going on, y'all? Nothing but bullish news in crypto today. Bears are going into hibernation. Shout out to Crypto Pump It, y'all. Let's get the likes up on here real quick. Let's do it. Let's talk about this Bitcoin, guys, because right now Bitcoin is absolutely pumping, and we need to take a look at this. Boom. Boom. Look at the Bitcoin, guys. Look at Bitcoin right now. Absolutely pumping. Absolutely pumping. Look at this, guys. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? All right, first of all, let's talk about the daily time frame here. Okay, on the daily time frame, Market Cipher B, Bitcoin indeed is printing a green dot, VWAP pointing to the upside right here. Okay, if we come to the 4-hour time frame as well, we can see that we are getting a money flow crossover to the upside. Okay, oh, and we just actually now are getting a green dot on the 1-hour time frame as well, right here. So also, if we go to a higher time frame, we can kind of see that we have indeed, in fact, let me put on quickly this potential pattern that we've been kind of following here. We pull this from here, and we pull this from here. No, I don't like that. We're gonna pull it from here, here. We can see that we're kind of breaking out of this falling wedge, which is actually a very bullish pattern. Not only that, but we also do have. We come over here.
For 70 years,
Hang on, let me
proudly
shut
serving
this
the
off.
Lehigh Valley.
Let me shut that off, guys. Also, if we come over here, we can see that we have indeed been putting in an inverse head and shoulders. We got our shoulder, head, right here. Our shoulder, right here. And it looks like now we are officially breaking out not only of a falling wedge, but also an inverse head and shoulders. An inverse head and shoulders. Okay, so overall things look super bullish, guys. Overall things do look super bullish. And I am honestly expecting Bitcoin to hit new all-time highs, 100%. The reason I am expecting Bitcoin to hit new all-time highs is because, well, there's a lot of factors combined here. First of all, and I know that this is not technical analysis, guys. I know that this is not technical analysis, but I feel it in my gut, all right? I feel it in my gut that Bitcoin is going to hit new all-time highs. You know, we have come up here into this wedge. We have been consolidating here for quite some time. And we have not really seen money flow come down too much, although we've seen momentum come down. We've seen money flow stay kind of stable. And we also have this this green dot now printing. And at the lowest that I am expecting us to go, well, what would I say? The lowest I would be comfortable going before I switched from bull mode into bear mode would be if we pulled out our fib from this swing low right here to this swing high up here. And we got a coming down, honestly, to this 52K area right here. This 52K area is the area of support where I would be comfortable coming down to and still saying I think this is a very healthy uptrend. Okay, now there's a few things to keep in mind here. Are we going to go straight to new all-time highs, or are we going to hit into some potential? Shout out to Constantine L. Are we going to run into some potential resistances? Well, if we pull out a fib from the swing high right here to the swing low right here, we can see that indeed we are running into some very significant resistances. We can see that we are hitting into the Fibonacci golden pocket. Now, this is a very important area of resistance that we need to come through if we want to see higher prices. Honestly, this golden pocket is a very important area that we need to come through if we want to see higher prices. And the reason for that is because when we are in a strong, well, I wouldn't say strong. When we are in a local downtrend, which we are in, right? We are in a local downtrend. We have put in our high, we put in our low, we put in our lower high, we put in our lower low. Okay, if we want this uptrend to continue, if we want to break out of this flag, this consolidation point, and see higher prices, then it's very, very, very important that Bitcoin is able to come up above this Fibonacci golden pocket. Now, let's say that we do, in fact, get a rejection from this golden pocket. Then what? Well, here's the thing, y'all, and this is kind of where my mind is at today. First of all, you guys know that I'm bullish. Y'all know that I am long on the corn. I've been long on the corn for a very long time. However, this is very important. This is very important. In the back of my mind, and I was saying this yesterday, it's important to keep in mind that when we are getting a breakout of a pattern like this, or of a very strong area of resistance, and we could draw this resistance in many different ways, right? We could draw it like this. Also, right, these patterns are more subjective. They're less objective, and they're more subjective. They're less ob and more sob. And if we are, let's say, breaking out of this bull flag, right, we need to be aware of the fact that there could be some hanky-panky going on, y'all. There could be some hanky-panky going on. What I mean by that is this. Large players know that people are looking to long the breakout of these types of patterns. And so whenever we are in a pattern breakout, we need to keep in the back of our minds that it could be, it doesn't have to be always, okay? It does not have to always be that case, but it could be a fake out, right? It's very important to keep in mind the fact that this could be a fake out. And if it is a fake out, then what do? If you're not already in a long position and you're trying to trade the breakout of a pattern, one of the safest things to do is to wait for a retest of the pattern. So let's say this is our resistance. We hit it uno, we hit it dos, we hit it tres times. If I want to start talking like this in a weird accent that I just made up, don't even know what the accent is officially called, okay? Don't know what the accent is officially called, but wow. But what I would like to do is I would like to, instead of longing the breakout, I would like to wait until we come back down to confirm that this old resistance is now acting as our support. And that's honestly how I like to trade patterns. Because here's the thing, I would rather miss a trade. I would rather miss a long trade, right? Than end up longing the breakout and have it come back down and stop me out, right? I'd rather miss a trade than end up in a trade that doesn't have a very high probability setup. And so what I like to do is I like to see, okay, are there any areas of confluence here that we can look for down at this trend line to see, okay, if Bitcoin comes back down, where can I actually get into a long position? One of the best ways to do that is to be pulling out your fib, okay? Pull it from the swing low to the current high and say to yourself, okay, we're running into some resistance. At resistance, it usually means price finds some resistance. And if price finds resistance at resistance, it usually means price will come down a little bit. And what do you know? We can see that there is a 382 fib level coming in with some nice confluence at the trend line. So you might say to yourself, okay, if I'm not long on Bitcoin yet and I missed it, instead of FOMOing into a long trade at the top here at the resistance, which is so silly, right? It's so silly. Because everyone knows, everyone's grandmother and grandfather, you tell your grandpa you're into crypto, you know what he says? Oh, what do you mean, like stocks? And you're like, no, grandpa, not stocks. And he's like, well, then what do you mean? And you try and explain it to him, right? And he doesn't quite get it. And he's like, oh, you mean it's like investing. It's like trading, right? And you're like, yeah, it's like trading. He's like, oh, so easy. Just make sure, son. Wait, hang on. My grandpa, my grandpa's Southern. Make sure, son, that whenever you're doing this, make sure to buy low and sell high, and you'll be all right. The most basic advice that I could give to any investor, trust me, son, I've been doing this for many years, is buy low and sell high. But our emotions, they make us want to buy high and sell low, right? A lot of people will try and long this, and I'm not saying it's a bad idea, right? It's just not my personal style, because if I wasn't already long here, I wouldn't be trying to long here, right? I would want to wait until I can get some kind of low. And of course, high and low are all relative, right? Like, right, if you're comparing it to here, then of course this is low, right? But if we're comparing it to the last swing low, this is quite high and it's at resistance. And so what I would like to do in this instance is wait until we come down lower and buy lower, right? And so I like to pull the fibs. I pull one from here down here to here and see we have nice confluence at the 382. Let's pull a fib from this low wick to this high here and see that, you know, if price comes down slow, we could potentially get a retest right here as well, right? I'm just looking for areas where I could hop in, right? We're trying to hop in to these types of Bitcoin trades here. Now, of course, guys, this is not financial advice. Nothing I say is ever financial advice. I do not give financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Not at all. Not at all. I am not at all a financial advisor, guys. So make sure that you don't take anything I say as financial. Okay, so let's say that Bitcoin does continue to pump from here. Okay, what if Bitcoin does continue to pump from here, and we don't get some kind of resistance at the resistance? Well, if Bitcoin pumps from here and we don't get some kind of resistance at the resistance, then there are some important areas of resistance that we need to keep in mind. Namely, guys, we do have a daily level of resistance coming in right about here at 66K. Okay, so these are, guys, these are, and I wouldn't, maybe the 786 fib level here, I'm not too sure. But I would say this, guys, if we can come above the golden pocket right here at about, 63.5K, and if we can come up past this daily at about 66K, then it's just blue candles from there on out, guys, blue candles from there on out. And here's another thing, too, about the 4-hour time frame, which is this, y'all. The 4-hour time frame, when this money flow crosses up on the 4-hour time frame, it can be a very, very powerful thing, y'all. It can be an extremely powerful thing when we get the 4-hour money flow cross. In fact, if we just go back in history, guys, just got to manage myself over here. If we go back in history, we can see that the last time we got a 4-hour money flow cross over the zero line was at about, let's see here, September 30th, guys. September 30th. I'll give it, yeah, October 1st. The 1st of October. I'm going to go ahead and put a vertical line right here. The 1st of October. And on that day, the 1st of October, we can see that from that point that we got the 4-hour money flow crossover on Market Cipher B. And by the way, if you don't have Market Cipher, you can check it out in the description of the video. I do have an affiliate link. We got a massive 55% pump, right? A massive 55% pump. So we basically got a money flow crossover, massive 55% pump, consolidating in this bull flag. Now we're about to get another money moment, about to get another money flow crossover here. Okay? Another money flow crossover right here, which would also correlate with this inverted head and shoulders green dot on the daily time frame right here, right? Lots of bullish signs here. Could we get that other push that pushes us up really, really high? Well, if we just take a look at this thing as a bull flag here, where would our target be? Where would our target be? Let's take a look. Our target would be right around 88K. 88K. Now that's pretty high. Now let's see if we have any confluence at that 88K area. I'm going to go ahead and take a trend-based fib extension from the low to that first high that we put in before the first consolidation point and pull it down here. And you know what? We do have some nice confluence here coming up around the 272 fib extension level. And also I would say that the 1.618 would be my first major target. The 1.618 would be my first major target for a new Bitcoin all-time high, right between 75 and 77K, honestly, if we're going to be looking at this as a bull flag type thing here. Okay, that is those are my targets for this. And so Bitcoin currently is breaking out of this bull flag / falling wedge, however you want to look at it. And we do have some bullish signs, guys. We do have some bullish signs. Now, on the opposite side of that, we can tell that on the 1-hour time frame, we're getting a red dot, and we have come, we're finding some resistance at the resistance, guys. We're finding some resistance at the resistance. On the 12-minute time frame, we can see that we have put in this bearish divergence right here, right? And because we are doing that on Market Cipher B, these 12-minute bearish divergences, they tend to play out, even if it's just a little, you know, however much we came down here, about 1.5%. So, you know, keep in mind, guys, you know, when we are long, we can also still be short, and we can capitalize on longs and shorts in these markets, okay? Oftentimes, you will find that even in uptrends, these 12-minute bearish divergences do play out. They absolutely do. If we come down to the 1-minute time frame, we can see as well that over the time that we have come up here, we have gotten lower on the momentum waves. Not only that, we can see that we have also gotten lower on the money flow. So just something to keep in mind, guys. So overall, for Bitcoin, I am absolutely bullish. I think that the most important areas of resistance for us to come above are, first of all, going to have to be this golden pocket right here. If we reject off the golden pocket, I will be looking for us to come back for a retest of the wedge, okay? Potentially even come back into the wedge. Who knows, right? Who knows what could happen? This could be a total fake out of the wedge, and then we might be able to long it from even lower, whatever the case. But if we can make it through this golden pocket, then the next area on my radar is 66K. If we come above 66K, then I'm hoping to go to at least 75K, guys. And if Bitcoin goes to 100K, let me tell y'all, I have some things that I want to do. I have some things that I want to do. I have some things that I want to do with the corn. All right, with the corn, I have some things I want to buy. Right, I've been waiting for Bitcoin to go to 100K so I could do those things. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish, who says 63,800. Shout out to everybody who's short. Yeah, shout out to everyone who is short right now. You know what? You know what? Shout out to everyone who's short. And you know, I myself am also short right now. Let's see here. I'm also short, okay? And the reason why I am short is for those reasons that I mentioned, right? We're at a resistance. We have some bearish divergences. And yeah. Hang on, guys. Gotta actually manage the short right now. Cool, y'all. Cool. Shout out to Boyan. Thanks for being here, Boyan. And Boyan's the man, guys. Boyan is the man. Shout out to everyone who's short right now. Shout out to everyone who is short. Let's see. Let's come down to the 1 hour time frame and see what's going on. I mean, we are clearly coming down a little bit here. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a bad place to take a short, especially if you're already in a swing long position, right? Especially if you're already in a swing long position. All right, let's talk about some other coins, guys. Do I think the Geek Network coin is a long-term investment? I honestly have never heard of the Geek Network. Shout out to Savage Trades. Shout out to Memory Man with the Lamborghini tractor. Shout out to David S. Yeah, guys. So honestly, this is you know, where we're at right now. I think is very important resistance. What happens here is actually going to change my plans for the rest of the day, basically. Because if we come down more from here, then I will be looking to get into a long at a lower place, and also we'll be holding on to this short that I'm in. This short is I'm basically dealing with it like a scalp. You know, this morning, well, yesterday, basically, I posted this trade setup from the golden pocket, and you know, I was looking for us to reject off of this area, and I was kind of hoping to hold it like all day yesterday as a swing short back to the low of the range, but this morning I kind of changed my plan a little bit, and I've been short for a while, guys. Like, I've been building my short all morning in the VIP Discord. I said I'm building my short. I've already got an open position. As we were basically coming into this box had a daily level, it had the golden pocket, and it had this chickens drinking wick here. And honestly, I'm treating it like a scalp, so I'm taking profits early, stop loss at entry, but I'm hoping, honestly, to take this down to some of these lower levels of support. So, you know, I'm looking to take it down to 62.6, 61.7, hoping to hold on to this, guys. But yes, this was my plan. So if we come up, and by the way, if you do want to get into the VIP Discord, where I do give daily technical analysis updates for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins, as well as I posted in here the levels that I'm looking at. I posted in the trades I'm looking to take, all that kind of important stuff. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, if you do want to learn how to do technical analysis so that you can find the juicy levels, so that you don't long resistance and short support, check out jasoncaspertrading.com, because this course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a more confident, more profitable trader, because we go through everything you need to know so that you can systematize your trading. It's all about systematizing your trading so that you have a plan and you can execute the plan, and you don't find yourself flopping and groping you know, every second, right? You don't want to find yourself chasing price. You want to wait for those good trades to come to you. You want to have a plan and be able to execute it without any emotion. This will teach you how to do that. Even if you've never looked at a chart before, there's currently a 30% discount in the description of the video. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Ethereum not looking so great, guys. You know, I was kind of hoping to get more of a dump on Ethereum here. But I don't know if we're going to get it right, but we'll have to see. I'm going to delete this. I was looking to take a short if we came below this daily level here. But I don't know if we're going to do that. So, ETH is also pretty dang bullish. The only thing for ETH is if we go to Market Cipher B, we could see potentially, right, bearish divergence on the 4-hour. But this 4-hour momentum wave is looking quite nice. Some other coins that I am currently long on, guys. First of all, ADA, currently still long on ADA, still long from the 618. The thing that I like about Cardano, guys, is the fact that we printed the juicy, coveted green BitBoy dot on the daily time frame, right? You don't get these too often that don't result in something nice, right? The last time we got one of those, it was down here, right? And look at what happened from that point. From the point that we printed the juicy green BitBoy dot, we had a massive pump on Cardano. We've had time to consolidate. We consolidated in this thing here, right? We've bottomed out on the daily time frame, okay? The daily time frame here. So I'm really hoping that the long position that I'm in right now is a long from the exact low. I'm hoping so, guys. I'm really hoping so. I would love to hold this Cardano long to a new all-time high. This also was a trade from the Discord that was extremely juicy because on September 27th, I know I've been saying this for a few days now, but on September 27th, I came up with the plan to look for a long down here. I really wanted to long that golden pocket. It was such a juicy area of confluence, area of support, and a month later, exactly 30 days later, that is when the trade got triggered, right? The trade got triggered. And I'm not saying it got triggered like, you know, if you're like, you know, in college and you're a man, but you dress like a woman and you heard something offensive. I'm not talking that kind of triggered, guys. I'm talking about triggered as in I had a limit order set down here and the limit order got filled, okay? Right from that golden pocket. So I'm currently still in that long. Take profit one was hit. But, you know, I'm just holding it, hoping for it to be a juicy swing trade. That's where I'm at with the Cardano. And then other coins that I'm currently long on right now, I am long on Filecoin. Long on Filecoin. In fact, let's take a look at Filecoin real quick. Because I think that this thing has potential right here. Filecoin. This can't be the right chart. Chart that I did my analysis on, yeah, this chart here, guys. So let's take a look at this baby. This baby is also getting a, this is a 3-day time frame, guys. Filecoin on the 3-day time frame, about to break out of a falling wedge. But here's what makes this falling wedge different than the last time we tried to break out of the falling wedge. We have a green dot on the daily, on the 3-day time frame. We come to the daily time frame. We can see that we got a nice anchor wave, a nice trigger wave. We have snake eyes on the daily time frame. VWAP is pointed up. We come to the 4-hour time frame. And on the 4-hour time frame, what we see here is that as we came down to the bottom of the wedge, we got something that for me, right? For me, whenever I see this, was it on the 1-hour time frame? What time frame was it on for Filecoin? For Filecoin, what happened? Where is it? Where is it now? I can't find it. I cannot find it. I could have sworn we had a bullish divergence printing as we came down to the bottom of this thing, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. What got me in? Hang on, guys. Stand by. Stand by. Oh, yeah. It was right here. Okay. It was right here. So basically, we have this very, very, very strong support. We have this very, very, very important support. It's a Fibonacci 786 level. And not only that, but if we just go back in time, anyone can see that it was support, support, resistance, 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 support. And now this level is respected, right? So I consider that we have bottomed out here. I consider that we have bottomed out. We got a bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame as we came down to the low of this, okay? And from that time on, from the time we got the bullish divergence, we can also see money flow is coming up as we continue to consolidate in the wedge, okay? So I am bullish on this. I think it's poised for a breakout. The 4-hour time frame money flow is coming up. The 6-hour money flow is also coming up. I mean, we could just, even going back all the way to here, we can see that the money flow is coming up. We had a massive pump, consolidation about to come up. I'm currently long, and this is one of the coins I've been following, one of the coins that I have been watching, and one of the coins that I'm holding on spot, also one of the coins that I am in a lower leverage long from the time that we were down near this support area. Okay, from the time that we were down near this support area, we can see that we did get a little bit of resistance here in this golden pocket, but it looks like because of the daily momentum, personally, I'm expecting more of a move to the upside. I am, right? We can see that the last time we got a bottom here, we got a significant move to the upside. I think now we can see that the VWAP is already just as high as this previous VWAP was. I'm thinking that we come up more, guys, because of the fact that we have an anchor wave and a trigger wave on the daily and the 12-hour. That's just me. That's just me. Filecoin's a good one that I'm into. Shout out to Crypto Yacht in the chat. Shout out to Howard, man. Shout out to Howard Rourke. You're the man. Sorry if I triggered anybody. Let's take a look. Take a look here. How's the Shibmeister doing? How's Shib? Wow. Shib looks pretty good, guys. Shib looks pretty nice. Interesting, guys. Shib is looking pretty nice here. You know, Shib is also pumping and consolidating. I am, I'm personally, I am long on Shib right now. I longed Shib from much lower, but I have to be honest with you guys and say I would love to add to my Shib position if we come down to this golden pocket / point of control. I would really like to do that. I would really like to do that. I don't know if we're gonna get there. I would really like to see some kind of juicy bullish divergence on a 1-hour time frame here, because you know the last time that we broke out of the consolidation period, if we just take a look at SHIB, it was marked by the 1-hour bullish divergence, which we got right here as price came down to make a lower low to the bottom of the support momentum. We got an uneven butt cheeks pattern. Speaking of being triggered, this is an uneven butt cheeks right here. And an uneven butt cheeks pattern, if anybody's new to the channel, is very important when it comes to finding the bottom of a support or finding the bottom of a move, right? So if we go to SHIB here and we zoom in, we can see that there was a period of time where, as we were finding support, consolidating here, right? We were consolidating. There came a time when SHIB, and it only happened once, guys. It only happened once in this entire period of consolidation, but it happened right here, where SHIB makes a lower low. We got to be very careful to watch for these. SHIB made a lower low on the 1 hour time frame, and momentum made a higher low. And the reason why we call this an uneven butt cheeks pattern, and also, I'm sorry, did it happen here as well? Yeah, it did. Okay, yeah. So it happened here as well. See, we can see that price made a lower low, and momentum over here made a higher low. And the reason why it's called an uneven butt cheeks pattern is because it looks like a butt, okay? It looks like a butt. We zoom in here, we can see that if you ever get one momentum wave like this, right? But the crack split down the middle and the momentum waves into two. If the left butt cheek is bigger than the right butt cheek and the price is coming lower, that is a sign that we are going to, most likely, not all the time, but it's very likely that we have come to the bottom of our consolidation and will head out, right? So what we want to see is we want to see that nice, juicy left butt cheek, but we want to see the right butt cheek a little bit. It just doesn't fire in the gym, guys, right? The squats and the deadlifts, they do not get that right glute to fire. We need to go to some physical therapy to get that to work, all right? So I would love to see that for SHIB. And also, guys, while we are talking about uneven butt cheeks, while we are talking about Market Cipher, okay? While we are talking about Market Cipher, there's something that I want to talk about live on the internet. I'm going to be going into more details on this soon, guys, okay? But it's about finding good long trade setups, good long juicy pumps, okay? Long juicy pumps, okay? Using Market Cipher and maybe a little bit of support and resistance, all right? That's all we really need is Market Cipher and maybe a little bit of support and resistance. Okay, so here's what it is. I'm going to clear off this chart. I'm going to clear off the chart. Boom, 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 boom. There's an alert. Yeah, we'll clear that alert. Boom. All right. Now, and let me turn off these daily levels here. Now. All right. Hang on. Let me go to the 3 hour time frame. Quite interesting. I'm getting a little bit southern for y'all. Now, you know, originally we could have had a nice bearish divergence on some of these larger time frames, but you can see now, if we draw a horizontal line, so if you're short, just keep in mind that these potential bearish divergences are fading away, all right? So make sure you're taking your dang profits if you're in profits, all right? Just saying, it ain't no financial advice, y'all, but for me, I'm taking my profits if I'm in profit, all right? Now, I want to go down to the 12-minute time frame, all right? I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. Now, I've talked many times on this channel before about how powerful that 12-minute money flow cross is, all right? If we just take a look and we draw vertical lines, at every time the money flow on the 12-minute time frame crosses from blue to purple and then back purple to blue, all right? Now, I'm just going to draw some lines here, all right? Now, this ain't no financial advice. Oh, deleted Market Cipher. What's wrong with me? Shiver me timbers. Put it back on here. All right. So I'm just going to put a vertical line in each one of these money flow crosses. And I want to show you guys something super, super powerful. Super, super powerful. Okay. At the first candle after money flow confirmation, I'm going to go ahead and put the vertical lines. And this is something that I've been back testing. All right. I've been back testing this. And it will basically, because you'll notice when the 12-hour money flow is crossing, you'll notice that not every single time does it result in a good move, right? Not every single time. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. And so what I want to do is I want to show you guys something that I found, which is pretty much how you can tell that the 12-minute money flow, was I saying hour, that the 12-minute money flow cross is something that should be taken seriously, okay? Something that should be taken seriously. Now, we're going to have to split our screen into two for this, right? And make sure to like the video, guys. This is some good stuff. This is some good stuff I'm about to show you. And let's see what's going on here. This is some good stuff, guys, I'm about to show you. And what you want to do is you want to put on the 12-minute time frame and the 4-hour time frame. All right. Now I'm back testing this. I'm still back testing this, trying to get it more and more accurate. Shout out to my friend Chris, who just texted me here. Asked if I'm doing well. Yeah, bro, I'm doing well. You know, I should probably turn off my iMessages here, so I don't get text messages while I'm doing these live streams, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's kind of embarrassing. Hang on. Oh man, flopping and groping over here, guys. I'm flopping and groping. All right. Let me shut this off. This guys, this is man, flopping and groping. I'm gonna have to delete this stream after. So this was where I locked in profits on my short right here. Okay. Let me do. Okay. So what we want to do is what we want to do, y'all, is if we're getting a money flow crossover on or one candle after a dot on the 4-hour time frame, that is telling us it's going to be a massive one. That's telling us it's going to be a massive one, guys. Here's what I mean. Look at this. We got a money flow crossover on the 12-minute time frame as the 4-hour was printing a green dot. Kaboom! It's as if Elon Musk himself took out his phone and started to tweet about the Bitcoin, okay? Now, look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. We get the 12-minute money flow cross, and honestly, depending on where you draw it from, right? Because you could say that we crossed over right here, okay? Or you could say that we crossed over right here. Either way, you can see that the red dot is either about one candle away from the print or printing, right? And that's where we get the move to the downside. Now, sometimes you'll get a money flow cross and the 4-hour isn't about to do anything, right? So sometimes we get a money flow cross right here, for example, and we see that the 4-hour is printing a green dot. Boom, we get a nice move to the upside. Right here, 4-hour is printing a red dot. As the money flow crosses, boom, we come down. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to combine the dots on the 4-hour with the money flow crosses on the 12-minute. When that happens, it seems to be very, very powerful. And I've never noticed this before. I've noticed the 12-minute being very significant money flow, but I've never looked at it with the 4-hour time frame. So right here, we get a money flow cross to the upside on the 12-minute time frame, right? We see this money flow crossing up. We would not have taken this trade here because we can see that the 4-hour is not printing a green dot, right? The 4-hour is not printing a green dot, okay? We would have been right here, right before the green dot printed. So from our perspective at the time, we're still printing a red dot, so we don't take the trade. But we come over here, money flow crosses over on the 12-minute. Another thing I've just kind of been back testing is if the money flow crosses over on the 12-minute, you can wait a little bit until the 4-hour starts to print, is something I've been back testing as well. But the things that work the best is when they happen at the exact same time. When they happen at the exact same time, that's where it gets super, super powerful. Super, super powerful. Now, sometimes, you know, you're going to miss a trade, but that's okay because, you know, this money flow crossover right here, for example, crossing over from the purple into the blue, you could say, you missed a little bit of a pump here, but really, because the 4-hour wasn't anywhere near printing a green dot, when we got this 12-minute money flow cross, it would totally keep you out of that trade. You guys see? We get the money flow cross on the 12-minute, you might think to yourself, let me go for a long here, but the 4-hour, there's not any kind of green dot or red dot in sight there, okay? And we can go back and back test this for a long time, right? Look at this, right? 12-hour money flow crossover right here. Immediately after, 4-hour prints a green dot. Boom, massive pump. Let's come back to this here, right? Money flow crossover on the 12-minute. As the 4-hour is printing the red dot, basically, right? I mean, it's not always going to be perfect, but as the 4-hour is printing the red dot right here, money flow crosses from blue to purple on the 12-minute. Boom. We have a massive drop. So it's powerful, guys. It's powerful. I'm going to be tuning this more, back testing this more, guys. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. What we're gonna do. Is crypto yacht a Freemason? That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to find out. Sorry guys for the nude. Oh, shortcut for the vertical line. On my computer, it's Alt V, but I have a Mac with like this weird computer keyboard that my wife got me on Amazon. So I don't really know. I don't know the actual shortcut. And I speak in Windows language, right? So like I'll stay Control Alt Delete when I really mean Command Option Escape or whatever it is. Option Control. I still use, even though I've been a Mac guy since 2009, I still talk in Windows language, guys. You know, you gotta forgive me. My first computer was an IBM PS2 with Windows 3.1 when I was like 5 years old. All right, and I was in MS-DOS doing all my crazy stuff, guys. You know, back in the day when you had to boot up your computer and it would go to the DOS, and in order to get to Windows, you had to type in WIN, enter, then it would load up the operating system. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? I'm taking it back. Taking it back. Option V, shout out to Dr. John Scoffdeely. ETH rejected off of 618, huh? Let's check it out. Check out Ethereum. What 618 did ETH reject off of? Was it a fib extension? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I mean, I don't know. I'm just pulling stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. Was it a very local 618? Let's check it out. Yep, it was a very local golden pocket. Well, look at that, guys. Would you look at that? And let's check out the corn as well. So I'm telling you guys, the 4-hour dot, 12-minute money flow cross, I think is something that I'm really about to start working on, like, and studying. I'm about to start studying this because I think I'm onto something, guys. I think I'm onto something here. I think I'm onto something. Because the 12-minute money flow, you could basically trade the 12-minute money flow alone, but you always run into those instances where it's a horrible trade. And a lot of times money flow will curve and then be like, just kidding, I don't want to curve. It'll curve and be like, nah, JK, LOL. You know what I'm saying? So the 4-hour dots will kind of help you with that. And the 4-hour money flow will also show you what direction the market wants to go in. All right, so let us zoom in here and let us pull out our good friend Fib, okay? Everybody knows I named my son Fibonacci because I love to pull the fib. And we did not, in fact, reject off of the fib. So for this Bitcoin short here, you know, if we do reject off the fib right here, to me, that would be confirmation that indeed we could see lower, okay? You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. See what happens here. Something else to keep in mind, guys, is, you know, also keep this in mind. You know how powerful 1-hour divergences are, right? So if we do something like this and we come down and then we do this, and the 1-hour Market Cipher B is doing this, keep that in mind too, guys. Keep that in mind as well, all right? And also keep your eyes on the 4-hour dots and the 12-minute money flow crosses. And, you know, it is good to see levels respected, right? It is good to see levels respected. You know, this is a resistance that, you know, we've been watching and waiting for, right? Watching and waiting for. And by the way, if you do want to learn technical analysis and you don't know how, check out jasoncaspertrading.com because we do have a 30% discount in the description of the video, and a lot of big things are happening with this course, guys. We're going to be revamping it, getting it all nice and juicy for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can I check out the Apple stock? You know what? Why the heck not? Can I talk about confidence in trades? Well, yeah. I'll talk about confidence in trades. So, the short trade, guys, the short trade that I'm in. Why am I so confident? Why am I not petrified of losing money? It comes down to two things, guys. It comes down to two things. And I'll tell you what those two things are. I'm going to speak a little bit close to the mic for you guys, though. All right? I'm going to just be smooth about it. Okay? So, what makes me confident? Well, first of all, I'm already long. And in massive profits. So if I get stopped out of this trade, the loss is not going to be very significant because it won't cut into my account. It will cut into my profits. Right? Now, secondly, I'm using good risk management. Now, I've been building my short position as we came up to here. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Right? Even if I get liquidated right now, I'm only risking 1% of my account. That entire position is just 1% of my account. Leveraged up so that it's a decent amount so I can make some good money on it, right? So, first of all, I'm long already. I'm positioned well. Second of all, I'm not risking more than I am willing to lose, okay? And third of all, I have had this plan for a long time. Yesterday, in the VIP Discord, in the VIP live stream, I was looking for this area of resistance. And I've been waiting for it for a long time. There's so much confluence here. Because not only is it a golden pocket and a daily level, but also it's the previous high up here. So, right, a lot of times what will happen is when there are highs in the market, right, we'll have a false breakout. We'll have a fake out, right? And so there's a lot of confluence here, right? I'm trying to trade the fake out. And here's the thing. When we are trading, we have to systematize it. Yes, we're looking for the high probability setups. We're only entering a trade on our confirmations. That is correct, right? That is absolutely correct. But we also have to keep in mind that if you are using good risk management and you're being very selective about the trades you take, overall, you're probably going to be profitable. And I mean that with the utmost sincerity. In fact, I challenge everybody. In fact, maybe I'll do this on the YouTube channel. I challenge everybody to start with a very small amount of money and do your technical analysis every day. Come up with a trading plan for the day. Only take the trades that are according to your plan. Use good risk management. And see if that account doesn't grow. And you don't even have to be a technical analysis expert. We have tools like Market Cipher that tell us which way the market is going to go. Right? For example, right? When we saw that we were getting a bearish divergence here with money flow and momentum waves, Market Cipher was telling us we were going to come down, okay, from this wick. Unsustainable, okay? The 12-minute time frame, same deal. Now, money flow does make me a little bit nervous. I have to be honest with you guys. Money flow does make me a tad bit nervous here. But even still, if you just use the strategy that I was talking about earlier this morning, just take $100 or $1,000 and say, you know what, the purpose of this account is just to see what I can do with good risk management and a solid strategy. Maybe I'll do this live on the YouTubes. Maybe I will start with $1,000 and I will only trade 12-minute money flow crossovers when we're getting a dot on the 4-hour using good risk management, and I guarantee that I will grow that account. Maybe not as fast as if I'm doing my ninja entries where I'm trying to long on the 2-second time frame from every microscopic golden pocket. But I do feel, and of course, guys, this is not financial advice. You guys know, never take financial advice from a guy who accidentally shows himself in his underwear on the internet with a Pikachu hat and upside-down glasses, okay? Because here's the thing. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. But math is something that I believe in. Okay, I believe in objective truth here. Okay, I believe in objective truth, and I believe that if you can mitigate risks and load the dice, right? Because trading, think of trading as flipping a coin. It's either going to go up or down. If you're long, you have a 50% chance of making money. If you're short, you have a 50% chance of making money. With tools like Market Cipher, if we have the 12-minute money flow 4-hour dot strategy, we're loading the dice because we can go back in time and see every time this happens, there's an 80% chance that the price will go in my favor. So now you have an 80-20 coin flip, right? You flip the coin 10 times, 8 times it's going to be in your favor, 2 times it's not. Mix that with risk management, where if you take those 2 losses, instead of losing half your account, you lost 2% of your account, leaving you with 98% of your capital, which is basically no loss. And so those other 8 wins are going to now add up, not only replenish your 2% losses, but increase them. Do this over time. It's mathematically impossible that you're not going to grow your account. What will happen is if you get greedy and if you risk too much and if you don't wait for those good setups, then you're going to lose money. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And also, if the focus, I feel like if the focus is on making money, guys, you're going to lose money. If the focus is on making money, you're going to lose money. All right? You're going to lose if your focus is on the wrong thing. All right? Think about it. People that are so focused on certain things usually fail, right? I mean, take a look at Jen Psaki, for example, right? I hear she's COOF positive, right? She got 2 of these on. She got 2 of these, 3 of these, still got the COOF. Why? Her focus was on the wrong area. If she just lived her life like a normal human, she'd probably be fine. All right? Let's come in here. Oh, yeah, this is my holographic Pikachu hat, guys. My holographic hat. Dr. John, we're looking for just any old dot on Market Cipher B4 hour. It doesn't have to be a big BitBoy green dot. It could be a red dot with the money flow crossing red on the 12-minute, or a regular green dot on the 4-hour with money flow crossing into the green. Yeah, it could be either one. It could be either one. Shout out to Rick G, who's focused on being long. Shout out to Marcella Yanes. Thanks, I like this hat too. This is my not a financial advisor hat, okay, guys? This is my not a financial advisor hat. Is this a Bitcoin bull flag? Yeah, I mean it looks like one, right? This looks like a bull flag if I ever done seen one. But you know, I've already taken profits out and have moved my stop loss basically above the high. I will enter again if I see that we are still coming down, right? If we're still getting bearish divergences, I might even move the stop loss up if I see things on Market Cipher be looking good. But the thing is, this is a very, 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 very low risk trade for me, right? Because I'm pretty sure that my liquidation price is around. It's high. It's like 64 point. It's close to 65, right? So if I'm stopped out even up here, it's a very, very, very low risk. We'll have to see. I have to see what happens, guys. You know, I have to see what happens. I'm optimistic. Yeah, I do inverse perpetual contracts all the time. All the time. Shout out to Adrian M. It's been back testing during the stream, and it's a good strategy. Yeah, I would. Where would I set my stop loss? Honestly, I don't know yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. I would probably just, honestly, I don't know. I'd probably do like 20x leverage and just put a stop loss as low as possible above my liquidation price. 3-hour, 12-minute is also very accurate, says Chris. I need to check that out as well. Yeah, I trade USDT and inverse. Honestly, I do. And the reason why you guys see me long and short USDT is honestly because sometimes when I'm on my phone, I don't want to log out of Bybit and I have to turn my VPN off. And my PHEMEX account is already, I'm in 2 trades already, and I can't enter a new position. And I don't feel like logging out of Bybit, turning my VPN off, turning it on, logging in, doing the 2-factor authentication. By the time I do all this stuff, you know, I've missed a dang trade, right? So I'm just long and shorting USDT, and my swing trades are USD for right now. How much of my portfolio is in my trading account? A very small amount, to be honest with you. It's probably less than 25%, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm a hodler. I'm a big-time hodler, and when I trade, I'm trading just to generate an income. I'm doing it just to, you know, make money, and I am unwilling to put my hodl portfolio, not only risk it, but I'm unwilling to put it into an exchange where, honestly, let's be honest here, it's kind of shady to trust your cryptocurrency to an exchange that doesn't care who you are and doesn't care how much money you have and will give you 100 times more money than you actually have. So, you know, I'm in this crypto for the long game, guys, and I'm super conservative, all right? I'm not liberal when it comes to my investing, all right? I'm conservative. I'm liberal when it comes to my trading at times, but I'm also super conservative, all right? They call me George W. Bush. They call me the George W. Bush of trading. Every time I eat breakfast, I take me some George W. sauce. I put that all up on there on the scrambled eggs and on the raw goat cheese and all that. Shout out to Parth, man. Thanks for being here, Parth. Awesome. Glad that you enjoy it. God bless you. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that hodl portfolio. I'm gonna sell chunks of it. I'm gonna sell some bitcoins when we get to 100,000. I am, but I'm gonna still hodl, right? Because I mean, I'm still gonna hodl. But there's some things that I want to do that I told myself I would do once the coin gets to 100K. Adrian M says using the 3-hour is a bit more accurate. So I'm going to have to switch to the 3-hour. Everything I said here, let's switch to the 3-hour. Let's all backtest this. I'm going to be backtesting this today, guys. I'm stoked on this. I'm actually super stoked on this right now. I am stoked. This could change the name of the games, guys. But unfortunately, I do have to cut the stream, guys, because I have some family responsibilities to deal with here. I'm a family man, as many of you know. And do I ever adjust my leverage? Not really, no. I mean, if I enter a trade with leverage, I usually keep it on that leverage unless I've taken a large position out of the trade, then I might lower the leverage down. That's a good target, 61,980 for a short. Yes, sand does look good. All right, guys, well, receive this blessing, guys, in the Hebrew language. The purpose of this blessing is that the Lord, the creator of the heavens and the earth, would place his name upon you and bless you. And, you know, there are so many things in life that can take away our focus from what's really important, which is God, family, and living life, guys. Living life. It's so easy to get distracted and caught up living in the metaverse, looking at charts all day. It was a beautiful sunny day yesterday, and I didn't even see the sun because I was on the screen all day, right? It was one of those days. So receive this blessing. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav alecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav alecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael, which means in English, may the Lord bless you and may he protect you. May he cause his face to shine upon you. May he have grace upon you. May the Lord look toward you and give you completeness. In the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. And indeed, Jesus is the God of Israel, the God of all the earth, the God of all of us. He is the reason for everything. And indeed, hope and peace and completeness are only